retarded goat?
Well, no, but it's nuanced.
And then
You
why
know,
are you
I mean,
taking it off a retarded goat?
no,
Yes.
but
Only
it's
two people,
nuanced.
only two people here can give advice.
Put it like this, Kenneth. Would you ask Alexander for dating advice?
I mean, if he dated 100 women, I mean, he wouldn't
What the
be
fuck?
around.
Does he look like a man who's dated 100 women?
He's a handsome looking guy. He's charismatic. Who knows?
A man with a nose like that, really.
No, but okay. I'll listen to you and Kian. I'm sorry. I will never ask anyone else in this call.
Good, very good. Or else you end up with the blind fucking leading the blind. And none of you fucking want that shit. Yeah. All right, kid, I'm gonna let you take over because I just quickly need to pray.
Perfect.
I'll kick it off.
So most of you should be taking sales calls now. If not, then it's your fault because you're not doing your outreach properly. But there's one thing I find continuously in all the session I talk to people. What the fuck are you raising your hand to, Alexander? I haven't fucking said anything yet.
I just wanted to ask if it's alright that we review my sales call, if that's okay, because I think it will benefit everyone. Because it's a very I think it has many commonalities in terms of objection, like common objections and stuff. Yeah.
Common objections for you, and we've reviewed your calls before. I think people are going to get a bit fucking bored.
No, I think it's this one is. It's
Alexandra,
like
talk about something else.
very
Right. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Commonality I find with all of you is in your mindset, and within your mindset, it's twofold. You're scared to ask for money, and you're scared to take authority. In a cold call, in a sales call. Now, this is again two things. It's one, being a bitch, but two, being afraid to ask people for something when you're supposed to be respectful business owners who send invoices to get paid, who go and make their own money and don't have a boss who kindly gives them, $10 an hour, however much. It's so, like, what you guys have to understand is that you're all now respectfully retarded. And you're at the bottom level because you've just joined, you don't know shit. You can't do a sales call, you can barely close if you can close at all. But the person you want to be, who's probably, like everyone says, they want to make 10K a month, is not you. Factually, it's just not you, it's a different fucking person. Because they don't do the stupid things that you do. Like, when you're talking. Being scared to ask for the close or close a deal. Not being able to handle objections, answering people's questions when you're asked a question. It makes no sense, right? The person who makes the 10K a month, or whatever your goal is, does the outreach, does the sales calls. All of those things for none of you fucking idiots do. So I want to make this a bit more like, instead of me just talking at you and it doesn't go in. Whoever doesn't think they're a bitch, respectfully, please tell me why. Apart from him, because he definitely fucking is. Leo, please, you're French. You haven't got much going for you right now.
Hitting 9 times a week, gym. I'm not a bitch, man.
Do you go to the fucking gym?
Of course not.
You think because you can put fucking heavy objects up and down, that doesn't make you a bitch? Do you know how many fucking gym bros I've met who are scared to fucking ask for something? Who still say please and thank you at the end of every sentence. Who apologize for every action they commit. I know so many gym guys who go to the gym 10 times a week, whatever the fuck they want to say. And you don't, because look at your fucking arms. But who didn't make shit. Who were trying in their fucking business for 6 months. I spoke to a guy the other week. He said, 6 months, how many clients do you close? 3. How much did they pay you? They were all free trials. So how fucking long, I asked him, how fucking long did it take you to work out that you're going to do a free trial for 2 weeks? And by that point, you've already given them results and they have no need to pay. Going to the gym doesn't fucking mean anything. So, baguette man, do you have another reason why you're not a bitch?
Because I'm here.
Oh, thank fuck for that. How many cold calls have you done today?
50, between 50 and 100.
Well, that's a big fucking range, isn't it? You can't even count.
I don't know, maybe
How
60
many? How many are you supposed to do a day?
to 100. Getting there.
500. You've done 10%.
Getting there.
Yep. Fucking idiot. Who else? I need to stop saying bitch because we do have a lady with us. Apart from Alexander. So you all agree that you are essentially vermin at this point in time. Oh, there's even some people nodding. That's fantastic. Why is it that only one person could probably justify why they're not a bitch? And it still fail, but you could try. Eagle.
Yeah, what's up? Why I'm not a bitch?
Yes, contribute.
Well, I think because I'm willing to accept that I know nothing and that I have to learn. So like, it's a process basically.
You know what that's called?
No.
Mental masturbation. It's when you love being told what to do, yet you do not ever do it. You love learning, you don't like implementing, because learning is just sitting and watching or talking.
I mean, also implementing.
So how many cold calls have you done today?
Also like 60,
How many emails have you sent?
100,
How many messages have you sent?
20.
There you go. You love to mentally masturbate.
I gotta push more.
You have to do the work.
Yeah.
Idiot. Alexander.
Okay, you want to ask me the questions? How many cold calls I did?
I know you're going to give me good numbers, so why are you trying to flex? You're
No.
flexing against a bunch of idiots.
Okay, okay. So, well, what did I do?
I didn't ask.
Okay, so why am I not a bitch? Okay, if you want it that way, right?
Just say it.
Well,
Yeah, be quiet.
I always hit the fucking parameters, whatever it is. If I set myself a goal, I get there. I closed one client so far. It's not something you could really be proud of. It was a little one, but still, it's a client. Hitting my
What was
parameters
the deal
constantly.
for that, by the way? I don't know what the deal was for that. What did you close them at?
750, and she pays as I bring her more. So she already prepaid $750, and for the next 4 clients, she pays 750 each, and she bets the quality of the lead. So if she says it's high quality, then she pays more.
Did you say for the next 4 clients she pays?
No, meeting
Meeting.
organized. And
Right.
if she decides it's a high quality meeting, then she pays. If
What's
she
the
doesn't,
parameter for high quality?
yes, high quality.
Yes, what's the parameter? What does high quality mean?
This is what we said. It just needs to be approved by her that this was a lead worth talking to.
Okay.
Yes.
Alexander, have you found the fatal flaw?
She could scam me. She could. This is the problem. But I got her on as a first client. If it doesn't work out, she paid me $750. Okay, so be it. For now, better than nothing. She wasn't willing to do anything else. So yeah.
But you made a mistake.
So what should I have done?
Set a parameter for what a good appointment is. Because good is subjective. You could argue and she could say that someone who's pre-approved at $1 million wants to buy in the next 40 days. It's not good enough because she wants people who are, in the next 30 days. What the fuck are you going to do if you auto charge or do a chargeback? Because in your contract, you can't use that because she hasn't approved it. Does she need to prove it in writing or verbally? Because if it's verbally, again, you get a chargeback in your Stripe account, your account's fucked, and you have no proof.
So what I got so far is I got the payment from her, and I got the kickoff meeting, which is tomorrow afternoon. And well, that's it so far. And on this meeting, I will give her the contract to sign it.
She hasn't even signed the contract yet.
No, she transferred the money to me. That's what she did. The $750.
But she paid on Stripe.
Yes,
She's a fucking idiot, isn't she?
but she wasn't very smart. No, then
No, she should be here. She just as retarded as all of you. Fucking paid her before seeing the contract.
yeah.
So, what have I missed?
I was.
What?
That's Romeo in the background, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're fucking someone.
Yeah, that's the echoes of the sounds of a pleased.
Yeah.
So, are we still on mindset?
We're on mindset. We're getting into it. No one can disprove. Like Leo thinks because he goes to the gym, it means that he's not a female dog. I need to stop saying that word in the presence of a lady. But and then Alex is telling us about the deal he closed, but actually he closed it on a shit parameter because he didn't think anything through. So it's still on mindset. Yeah, nobody can disprove anything. And Igor loves mentally masturbating.
I disagree with you, Kian. I can disprove you.
You can always disagree, but you'll never be correct in your disagreement.
I'm really correct.
Okay.
I
One
just
thing you
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing you guys have to understand is now I want you to know I dislike fucking mindset. I think it's bullshit, right? It's just how you view things. I view things very differently from many people, allowing me to succeed where others fail. Right? Now, everyone here is aiming for about a $2,000 price point, right? Give or take 2,000 monthly is what everyone's hoping to make per client. Yeah, you're hoping to get 5 clients and get all excited that you're making some money now, right? Now, who can tell me why they're getting paid 2,000? Alexander. Okay, Igor.
So like I have like 2 fees. So like basically the service I deliver with Facebook ads and also the backend system, which provides which converts more guests.
No, wrong. Next.
Yeah, can I say it?
Yes.
So the reason clients are willing to pay 2,000 and more is because we are selling in a niche where the ROI or the perceived ROI is higher than the fee they pay us. So on $1 million, if a client is able to close a deal from me, from my leads for 20,000, and they pay me 2,000, they will have a huge investment and a huge return on that.
And so you guys have to disassociate yourselves from your whole business. While you are dependent on your business functioning, you have to remove the connection between the two. Yeah. People are not paying you because they fucking like you. They're not paying you because they think you deserve it. They're paying you because they see you as an ROI. I'll give an example to this, right? Some of you may have heard this, some of you may have not. Now, I'm hoping none of you have fucking hired them before, but there's a whole niche on dating coaches, right? Now, dating coaches charge anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000. Right? That's a fee on teaching guys how to date. Yeah. Now, some people might think, who here thinks that's super high? Yeah, it's not. It's
Depends
super
on the
fucking
ROI, I would say. Like, if for someone is worth like 10 grand to fuck with a woman, then sorry. But if it's for him worth 10 grand, then it's not much. So it's depending on the client.
No, completely wrong. Yes.
Okay.
Let's imagine you're Alexander. Alexander, I'm just using you as a case study. Yeah, I don't mean it literally. Yes. You're unable to get girls, unable to communicate with girls. Yes. What is the likelihood you will end up with an attractive wife? Even if you make money, I know guys who make money. Yeah. So much of them are shit with girls. Yes. Because they don't have that self-confidence in them. It's all external. Right. But now, if they had a dating coach, they can now have females. They can have options. They can have an attractive, kind, good-hearted wife. Why? Because they've learned how to speak to girls. Previously, they never fucking spoke to one. Now, they're able to go on dates. Now, other than Layla, Which one of you got, like, please raise your hand from the guys and please be honest, because it's all of you, that one of the big reasons you're chasing money is for women. Please raise your hands.
Well, it's not all, but part of it is.
Same
I
part.
guarantee you, for every single one of you, it is your reason.
It's part.
Mason. Okay, let me just break this down, yeah? Mason, you're shaking your head. Explain to me.
Well, why the fuck would it chase money for women? Like, what the
Is
fuck?
your name fucking Mason?
Oh, sorry. I thought, sorry.
So for me personally, it's less direct than that. I mean, I'm on the path of getting married right now, so I
you have a
guess
woman.
I'm sorry.
So you have a woman, yes?
Yes,
Do you like taking care of her?
yes,
You like providing for her?
yes, sir.
You want to do as much as you want for her?
Yes, sir.
Is she a woman?
Yes, sir.
Whether it is one, whether it is fucking 100, yes? Everything connected is towards women, yes? So now that you understand this, is 5 to 10,000 a lot? If you're an individual who cannot speak to them, yeah? It's very fair pricing from a guy who an online screen and payment method is his only way to communicate with women, right? To going out on dates worth way more than 10, right? But now you guys have to understand that a bunch of you probably have had shit jobs, right? Where you're scooping ice cream or whatever the fuck you've been doing, right? Selling coke, working in restaurants, etc., etc. Your value to the business was but fuck nothing, right? So you got paid but fuck nothing. Nothing to do with you. You were replaceable, yes? And you guys now have to understand that you're an employee, yes? And you just do more shit now that has more of an effect justifying you to receive more payment. It's nothing to do with who you are or the character of person. You're doing a higher skilled job with higher returns, so you get paid more, right? And there's this whole dynamic in your head, oh, I'm doing this to spend my money, and that stresses you. If you're on a fucking salary, it's the exact same thing. Yes, you spend your money on bullshit. Just like if you make money on a business, you spend it on bullshit. There's no difference, but people see them as very different and distant things. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're doing a job, right? Now, I would say all but maybe one, maybe two of you, fun fact of life. Yes, you would all fire yourselves. Who here would not have fired themselves if they hired themselves based on your performance? Yeah. But one big thing with mindset, and this will come clear on sales calls, if you do not work at top performance for yourself, you will know, yeah, unconsciously, you will not work hard for your clients. It's a fact. Never has there been a case where someone didn't work hard for themselves, got a client, and then started working hard for the client, right? It's the exact same thing as fat people in the gym, yeah? They will say, I will go in the future, right? But they don't go in the future. Because one thing you have to understand, for anyone who says, oh, once I get a client, I'm going to work really hard, you're not. Because you're putting stress and responsibility onto your future self, stress that you can't even handle now. So when you say, I'm going to do it in the future, you're not going to do it in the future. When you tell yourself, oh, but when I get a client, I'm going to work really hard, not going to be the fucking case, right? This applies to every aspect of life. If you put it off to the future, whether it's tomorrow, in 8 hours, and you don't do it now, you're lying to yourself and you're putting the responsibility on your future self who will not be capable enough to handle it compared to you now, right? So your reflection, now, none of you have clients. Some of you are using fake testimonials, yeah? Do as you wish, but understand this. When it comes to your mindset and getting started, when you work like a dog for yourselves, you will know to yourself, no matter what, I will succeed with my client because that is in my nature. Because I will chase every opportunity to get what I need. I will work super hard for my business and I will work super hard for the businesses of my clients. Yeah. If you are not working hard for yourselves, right? And this is the bulk of you, right? Where you're taking lazy days, you're doing this, those who are cold calling. Yeah, numbers are fucking terrible, right? We're like, oh, I'm going to start cold calling, but then I get stressed. Yeah. You're going to have even more stress on your shoulders when you have to do your client's work. when there's something on the line, right? And if you lie to yourself saying, oh, there's nothing, like when it's on the line, I'll be serious because then there's something on the line, fucking bullshit. Yeah. It's the exact same thing of putting it to the future and not taking it on your shoulders now. Does that make sense? But you are getting paid not because you're special, not because you're something different, right? Because of the specific job role that you have assigned yourself, that you have tactically done, because it brings value to someone's life, right? Whether it's tangible with money, whether it's not tangible, it will affect someone's life, and that's why you're getting paid, right? And you guys have to put that as the reason why you are telling them to pay, right? Who here would work for a normal company for free? Anyone here? Just an average company. Yeah. What's the difference between that and then paying your company to pay you to do work? Is there any difference? If you were in a salary job, you would expect your payment. But then why don't you expect payment from clients when you offer to do all this work? Yeah. Especially when there's such a tangible ROI on the work that you'll be doing, assuming you guys do the work when you get a client. What's the difference?
Ismael,
Alexander?
are you just trying to say that we just shouldn't do free trials or what?
I'm
I
trying
don't,
to-
I don't get the point. Like, just don't do free trials. That's what you mean, right?
At no point have I discussed free trials.
No, you said, why would you work for free, right? So you shouldn't work for free, of course. You shouldn't.
I'm setting the frame for the mentality that is required in order to not get stressed by the workload.
Mm.
Yeah, the mentality that is required when asking people for money to do shit, right?
Okay.
Because you guys have to. While a lot of you don't have any experience in it, yeah, what that's going to mean is you're going to put even more time into it, right? So you guys have to be comfortable that, look, you need to pay me because I'm doing work. No, I'm not going to work for free. Who works for free, right? And if you're in an industry where they work for free, that's their prerogative. That's not your industry. Yes, you get paid after, but you chose that job role. I get paid before because I've got a business to run. Does that make sense? Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, so I have one question. The point is that you have to do the work now, or
There were a
you
lot-
mean this the stress not to do, you mean the stress afterwards that you're putting the pressure on you, the future you, but you're not doing in the present moment. So
Yes.
what's the point is to do it now, or
Every day. Yes, you need to be working the hardest for your business. Yes, because if you don't work super hard for your business, why the fuck would you work hard for someone else's business? There's less on the line. They've paid you. Yeah, I once had a student mentor, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? He says, Ishmael, I just want to get paid, and like if it goes well or if it doesn't go well, like doesn't matter. So what the fuck are you talking about? They say, yeah, I don't want to do the work yet. I want to get 5 clients first, get cash heavy, and then I'll do the work. And I said, what about the other 4 clients? No, it's okay. And then I literally said to him, you're a scam artist. Yeah, you guys all want to make a lot of money. You have to be willing to put in all the fucking hours. Yes, you have to be willing to bleed for those hours. You have to be willing to just burn out. Yeah, the amount of advice I get from fucking retards, yeah, who've never made a penny in their lives. That Ishmael, you don't do it this way. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't prioritize this or that. I don't need your fucking opinions. Yes, if I want to be different, I must act differently. Yes, if that means I get less sleep, I don't give a fuck. I will die earlier. I've already done the maths. I'm dying earlier than like most people because of the amount of stress I put myself under. But those early years, amazing, right? But then you need to have that attitude and don't stop. Yeah, a bunch of you, let's say you're doing cold calling, are struggling to do this and call. Yeah, like, and this is universal, right? Stop trying to make things special. Stop trying to say, this is my business. It's a fucking job. Do the job. Don't get overstressed with, oh, what happens if I close it? I'll get onto another topic on this now, but don't get overburdened because you would fire yourselves. And if you guys can't do the work, you cannot have the audacity to hire someone and expect them to do the work, right? And you won't be able to train people on how to do it if you haven't yourself done it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Kenneth.
Yeah, Ishmael, I completely agree with what you say, and I think everybody here knows that we should be working hard. I think it's. Can you just go over? I know we talked about this earlier. Can you just go over how it's tough to work hard? Every cold call you make, you doubt. Every time you get hung up, I'm like doubting. Is this like really? Am I doing this right, or is this really gonna work out? Because it's like you hear all these things, all these people saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna work out, just don't give up. But it's really tough not to think like that when you don't, when you get hung up all the time, or like, all the sales calls, they don't go very well. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Or
Yeah, I'll say 2 points of this. Yeah, one of this will be personal one, and the other one general. Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is hard about cold calling? Yeah. People get paid $3 a butt fuck hour, even less if possible. The average BPO in the Philippines pays $2.40, I believe. They might have increased this since I last checked, but about $2.40.
Yeah.
Yes. You are putting pressure where pressure isn't needed. Right? What you're doing is putting this overarching, this thing will have the biggest effect on my life, and that's why it's difficult. Yeah. If this was a job, do you think you'd like if let's say I paid you hourly to do this, right? Would you struggle to pick up the fucking phone and call people?
No, but I feel like I wouldn't even get that job in the first place.
No, but let's imagine.
Oh, but
things-
wait, if I get paid well, yeah.
But like, if you get paid, you're going to pick up the fucking phone and you're going to call people. So you'll do it for my business for nothing, but you won't do it for. It's because of the image that you've portrayed of the effect, of what that will result in, and you have to. It's not hard work, because you're saying it's hard work. It makes it a lot more difficult, right? And your next point on success, yeah. When I first got started in business, I did the maths. I think it's something like 70% of businesses fail, a bunch of other this kind of negative shit, right? So I thought to myself, this is amazing. Because based on the maths that I'm told, if I never give up, it's statistically impossible for me to fail as long as I never give up. But based on the literal maths that is provided, yeah, about let's say 30% of businesses succeed. You can try 10 businesses, you are guaranteed success unless your IQ is in the bottom 10th percentile. Yeah, those people are just stupid for life, but it's not their fault, and we love them for that. They make coffee and stuff. It's very important. Yeah, but it is impossible to fail if you never stop. Like, how can you fail? You have to be such depths of stupidity, ignorance, and just fucked up to, let's say, do business for 10 years and not succeed. Like, how couldn't you?
Right. Okay. Because right now it just feels like I'm aiming at nothing.
Good. No, but then change your mind frame. You're not doing a business, you're doing a job.
Okay, that I'll just get paid later.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing a job. Now I'm cold calling. Cool. I'm cold calling. I'm not thinking about closing. I'm not thinking about service delivery. My job is to pick up phones and convert people. Sales call. I'm not thinking about service delivery. All I'm thinking about is closing this person, hooking them in. What can I do? Right? Don't think about the other bridges that you're not fucking walking on. Yes, because you don't have the information and it's redundant. Yes, by doing this, you're burdening yourself with imaginary stress. It's similar to approaching a chick, right? I don't know if all of you have done that before, but for the bulk of you, you think this, you think that. Oh, what about this? What about that? What about? It's as easy as going to go say hi. That's it. Yes, but you create this whole image in your fucking head of this stress, this stress, that bridge. And this will apply to all guys because we've all been at a stage where we were too shy to talk to girls. Yeah. But you just go do it. And see, I have a rule when it comes to, let's say, approaching a girl. I must do it within 3 seconds of deciding. And the way that it works is I don't think. I don't think about any variables because every variable I create will not play out. Just like every sales call variable you will create before a sales call, it will not happen. You'll imagine if it goes like this, I'll do this. If it goes like this, I'll do this. None of your variables are going to happen. Yeah,
So just don't think and just
just do.
dial. Okay.
Like, okay, I give this advice to people. Yeah, I've never given it in bulk. Yeah, all of you have to understand you are stupid cavemen, and that is the best way you can succeed. Yeah, at any point when you think, let me complicate this, remind yourself, me stupid caveman, me do calling, me not competent enough to think of effect, me call, me too stupid to think. Yes, because you literally are. You don't have the experience to understand what the effects are going to be. So recognize your stupidity. Don't try and have any independent thought. Pick up the phone and fucking call. Yeah. When it's a sales call, focus on the sales. Don't think about the stresses and if I close. Yeah. The most relaxed, the people who are best at sales are those that relax. Right? They don't really give a fuck. Kind of like Mason's vibe right now, when he's kind of like this, but without the crossed arms. Right? But you have to stop looking at the big picture, overburdening yourself, because that's how you end up not doing anything. And then for some of you guys, over preparing and overthinking and doing this and you're not doing anything. All you have to do is send out fucking emails, send out DMs, send out and do cold calls. It's a numbers game. But you overburden yourself with stress, allowing yourself not to play the numbers. Yeah. I believe, honestly, 95, maybe one of you, right, has done enough work to be like, I couldn't do any more. Right? And the rest of you have been doing nothing in your time. Just do work. It's a very simple game, right? And then if you need critiques, it will be critiqued. Yeah. And put it like this: just do the work. And then when we hop onto these calls, you can ask questions about the work. But until then, recognize me, stupid caveman, me not capable of independent thought, me do work. Work get reviewed by smart people later. Me do work. Yeah. And just do the fucking work. Don't think anything else. Yeah. 1 hour of your time of independent thinking is fucking nothing compared to 1 hour of just cold calling nonstop. Yeah. Anytime you have independent thought, me too stupid to think. And just do the fucking work. And the craziest thing is, you do enough of it, you're going to close a deal. It's a magical experience. Why? Because you've had enough fucking sales schools to understand what's good and what's bad. They've all been reviewed. And now, stupid monkey, little bit smarter, can close deal. Right? I'll give an example, yeah? My Jewish friend Alexander. Yeah? Picking up the phone, non-fucking stop. Fucking up repeatedly. Yes? But looking how he's fucking up. Yeah? And specifically for this call, he bothers me the most. Yes? I need you to review this. I need you to review this. I need you to review this. Yes? He just signed a client. Why? Because he's fucking annoying and he just keeps doing the work. Yes? Now, his is just a bit different to most of you. He's just way too confident, way more than he should be. Right? But he's getting all the reps in, getting all the dials in. Yes? And it's only because of that, not because of any independent thought he did. He just went headfirst like a stupid caveman into the positions. Yes? When he's doing his objection handling, like a stupid caveman, he just assumes he knows everything and he's just handling every objection, throwing fire at them until they tell him to fuck off. Yeah? But that's how you guys need to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah, so I had 3 questions, because like my problem is never to say like I would give up. So it never was my mentality to say like, oh, I don't want anymore. I would just stop do cold calling and give up. But my mentality is, the problem is that I think too much of procrastination. Like, cause I think always, oh shit, I should go to sleep because then I'm tired and I'm not working good anymore. So that my problem is not that I want to give up, but procrastination to do the work.
At
So-
what point in your life has something told you that you're good? What in your life has indicated that you are good and you need rest in order to be top performing? Are you a top performer?
Yeah.
You are a top performer.
No, of my abilities.
Are you? So you are a top performing individual.
And what I think I can do in my limit of like energy.
No. What are you a top performer in? Where do you perform best?
Sports.
Okay, we're not doing fucking sports. Yeah, we're doing business. Where do you perform best?
I would like to in business,
No, where?
in sports.
Can someone? Okay.
I didn't answer
In-
the last question.
Yeah. You're saying you need rest to perform your best, correct?
Yeah.
Where in business are you currently performing your best?
And like, good question. Like in
No,
getting operation runnings.
no. You don't deserve rest. Yeah. When you're tired, tell yourself, I haven't done enough work and keep working. Right? I truly believe there's this whole bullshit mindset, yeah, that you need the perfect this, the perfect that, the perfect this, and then everything. Bullshit. Nothing in life is perfect. Get to fucking work. Bleed. Yeah. I've had days when I'm up 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, non-stop just working. Yeah.
But that's the problem. I don't know if I'm capable of it. That's even the problem. I don't know if I can do it. Because like I know that
Ancestors fought war for 4 days in a fucking row. 4 days in a row, they fought in order for you to survive and say, I need my beauty sleep to perform at my max capacity.
yes.
Somehow you are the genes of your ancestors. So if they could do it, and for some reason you survived through selection, like natural selection, yes, you can do it. It's a bullshit mindset that you need perfect sleep, perfect. No, pick up the fucking phone, send the fucking emails, do the fucking sales calls, and don't stop until you collapse. Yes, there's this whole thing about burnout. I burn out every once in a while. Yes, cool. I'll rest for 2 days, then I'm back at it. Yeah, because there's no comparison. Yeah, let's say you get perfect sleep. Let's imagine you're working. We're exaggerating, but let's imagine you work 10-hour days. Yes, but I work 14-hour days. Yeah, I believe the maths is I will do 1 more month's work or just 45 days more work than you do per year. Yeah, that's a month and a half. That's a big difference in results. Yes, do that over a decade. I'm 1 year ahead of you, and you cannot keep up with me. Yes, extend those hours even further, you're fucked. Yes, your peak performance cannot touch what I've done because I've hit so many people. I've done so many sales calls. Yes, and the fact is, you're not good at business, and you need to put the reps in to understand what you're not good at and what you're good at. Once you become a top performing sales guy and your agency is mass, do all the sleep, go to the retreats, go listen to, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the John Gabbs of the world, where you write diaries and process your emotions and you eat perfect food. Until then, fucking ramen noodles, water, beans, eggs, work, because you can't afford the good shit. Yes, so you can't act like the kings of the world. Does that make sense? Yeah. When you say I can't perform, you have decided that you can't perform. That is just it. You have just decided I can't perform, and that's why you don't perform.
It makes absolutely sense. Like the thing is, like, it's procrastination, but like of course of the cause of my age. That's why I'm saying it. Because I'm fucking my health up.
Your ancestors were your fucking age fighting saber-toothed tigers. If they could see you, they'd let the tiger fucking eat them.
Alexander, you're familiar with Alexander the Great? Yes. He was 14 when he was taking people into war. How old are you?
15 and a half.
He was 14 when he was taking an entire empire into war and conquering. And you're complaining because your sleep performance isn't at its peak because of your age. Yes. Back in the day, people would be married and fucking at your age. They would have kids. Literally a few hundred years ago. And you're now stressing here because you need perfect sleep to do some work. There are kids in third world countries who get worked slavery style. Yes. And you're here bitching because you need your perfect sleep. And that's why you're procrastinating, because you don't have perfect. It's in your head.
Yes.
Take it out of your head. It's a lie. Whoever told you this is lying to you. Yeah. What you need to do in the beginning is work like a dog until you understand what works. Yeah. I'll give myself as an example. Yeah. Let's imagine I'm in your guys' positions, right? I can book, yeah, entire weeks out in one day. Yeah. When you get to that position, cool. You can chill a bit. You can be like, you know what? I know if I just do 1 hour of this, I'll book my whole fucking day the next day. Perfectly fine. Yes. But that's because I've put in the reps, I've put in the time, and I know exactly how to do that. Yeah. That's when you can get lazy, right? Or put your time elsewhere. Until then, don't stop, because you don't have an option. Yeah. Because there are many people, myself included, who will outwork you. Doesn't matter if you're smarter. Like when I got started in business, I had one thing that kept me going. No, multiple things. This is one of the things. I said, I may not be the smartest, but I will outwork everybody. So irrelevant of how smart you are, I will outwork you. It will be impossible to beat me. I will push myself to the brink of death and outwork you. Done. I win. But you need to have that approach to it. Yeah. If you're sending 50 fucking DMs or 50 emails a day thinking I'm going to be a business owner, you're having a fucking laugh, because there's multiple people, myself included, who have like 5 to 10 different Chrome tabs, each with their own separate Chrome extension for a VPN, sending out 50 on each one. Yeah. Now the difference of that, 50 a day and 250 a day. Yes. After 1 week, you're comparing 250 to 1,250. Yeah, your numbers are dog shit. You will not keep up. Right? And one quick thing, anyone who's using the Go High level and you struggle to press the button, there's an auto dialer you can use and it will just dial for you. And you can just sit and wait for people to pick up the phone. Nobody knew about this?
No, how do we set this up?
We'll do it at the end. Because it's super fucking easy. Yeah.
Okay, Ismael, can I ask one more thing, please?
Of course.
Me too.
Yes. So I'm still a bit confused in terms of, like, you say, yeah, work hard and everything, of course, but isn't it's much better to, for example, have consistently 7 hours of sleep every night and then work the rest of the day than just
How do you know?
kill yourself? What?
No. How much sleep do you need?
7 hours, 7, 8 hours. That's it.
Every single person is very different.
I need
Yes?
none.
Yeah. Mine, no, you don't. Fucking 9 is a fucking luxury. You don't need 9 hours. Yeah.
Of course I do.
Jesus. You're French, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact is, each person is different. Yes. The bulk of you probably eat 3 times a day. I eat once a day if I remember. Yeah.
Same.
Your body is exceptionally adaptable. You are human beings. Yes. If this was the apocalypse, none of you are going to be fucking saying, "Oh, I need." Leo, if there were zombies outside, do you think you'd be telling your community, "I need 9 hours of sleep," or you're going to get the fuck? You're going to wake up when you need to wake up.
Yeah, of course. Wake up.
But then, if it's of course there, why is it not of course here? So
Because the
why
thing
can
is,
you do something in one situation, but you can't do it in the other situation?
Because I'm thinking of consistency of the long-term run instead of
I
like
think so,
doing a
because
burnout.
If there is an apocalypse, you will consistently wake up every day because you will adjust your body to do so. Yeah.
So
Also-
you mean train your body with less sleep?
Leo, in no country do I believe, yes, that you are working 17-hour days. Do you want me to believe that you work 17-hour days and the rest is sleep?
No, of course not.
Why are you bitching about your sleep if you're not even working full days?
Because like the rest of the day I'm busy and working US time zone. So US time zone, and like having to get up at 6 and then going to school at 8. So I cannot just live later in the night and work then. So
But you get yes, you can stop bitching about your sleep when every single hour that you're not in school you utilize for work. Right? I'll give an example of a guy. It's actually the same guy that I called the scam artist, lazy fuck. Right? He said, Ishmael, he had gotten 2 clients. I want to quit my job. Right? I want to do this full time. I said, you don't even do this full time. In the 4 hours you've allocated, you might work 2 hours a day. Am I correct? He said, yes. So what are you quitting your job for? Yeah. Leo, when every single hour is utilized that you can utilize to do work, right? And then you're going into sleep time. Cool. Then talk to me. But the fact of the matter is that's not happening. Yeah.
I will try to improve that until it is.
No, yo, but get it until it is, and then bitch and complain.
Okay. So don't complain
Right?
before it's the case.
Huh?
So don't complain before it's the case.
No. You're using other things that literally don't apply to the situation to justify your laziness and incompetence. Yes, I need perfect sleep. That is implying that every other minute plus more you're working, and because of that, you're losing sleep. But that's not the case.
So you mean it just basically be 100% efficient when you have the time to work? So basically,
Any opportunity you have to make money, go make money. Any opportunity, like your break, you get break time in your school, yes?
yeah.
Are you, are you, are you allowed your phones?
Huh? No,
Are you allowed? No?
no.
Why aren't you keeping a second phone in your pocket, going to the toilet, yes, and calling people?
Because like of the time difference, it's like midnight. It's gonna be midnight for them.
No, it's not.
No, it's like 6 hours ahead. So if I'm calling at 8 a.m. in the morning, it's 3 a.m. for them.
Your break time, genius, yeah, after lunch.
After lunch, I'm going to work.
We'll make a special plan for you. Yeah, okay, we have to make a regimented plan because Leo's day is very, very busy.
Oh yeah, fucking French arrogance shining through.
Cool. Next question to the topic. Leila.
Can I ask you, when do you go to sleep? Both of you, Ismael and Kia, and when do you wake up?
I go to bed when I go to bed, and I like when I'm done.
Is it,
I don't have a circadian rhythm.
for example, today? When did you wake up?
I woke up at 10.
And when did you go to sleep? The day.
5:30.
PM.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay, but you can allow yourself that. Yeah.
What would you mean?
You went to sleep at 5 p.m. You woke up at
I went to bed at 5:30 a.m. I woke up at 10 something a.m.
okay, yeah.
Yes. But now I don't expect all of you guys to do this because I receive lots of dopamine for my behavior, right? So like all of my work, I receive lots of dopamine back, right? But you guys have to push yourselves and get adjusted to that. I don't expect any of you to work with my sleep pattern, right? Each person is an individual, but you also have to understand that there's lots of things that you can do, right? So if you're lacking in sleep, make sure you're eating well and you're drinking enough water, and that should make up for the difference, right? There's multiple things that you can do to adjust so that you don't crash.
Ishmael,
Right? It is very hard to crash if you're eating well. It is very, very difficult.
you're going to talk about eating well.
That's
No,
that's
I'm
exactly
not-
my point. Because like
I'm built different to all of you. Yeah, I can eat once every 2 days, I'll thrive. Yeah, I don't recommend that on any of you guys.
But like that's the point I'm saying, because I can eat like just a mountain of things, but like then I know like it's the balance between sleep and food to have enough energy. But that's the point. I don't want to eat too much because I don't want to be obey. So that's why I'm compensating it with more sleep. That's my point.
You're French, smoke cigarettes, drink lots of coffee.
I won't do it, but coffee I will.
Okay, get a
No.
vape. Nick,
Yeah,
it's great for you.
Ian's comment is because I forget to eat. Yes. But as long as you guys remember to eat and drink water, you won't crash. It'll be very, very, very difficult for you guys to burn out. Yes. You burn out by overworking, undereating, underdrinking. Right? But a good thing is just sparkling water keeps you going. Yeah, keep drinking sparkling water, you never get hungry. But I do not recommend that length. Yeah, because it's there are pluses and negatives. Yeah. But treat yourselves like an employee. Yes. And try not to get fired. Yeah. Another thing, which I've said before, and I've always said this, yeah, but it's relative. This is relative, so don't use me as a comparison, right? Fucking Rubik's gaming cube. When you're on a fucking sales call, or you're fucking eating food. Fucking useless. Rubik's gaming cube. Were you on a sales call?
No, I wasn't.
Fucking useless. Fucking useless. I do not think that you guys should be pushing yourself to 100% capacity. Yeah. Do all the work that you can, but don't overstress yourselves. Just consistently do a lot of work. Yeah. If that means that you make a few less cold calls, but you do all the cold calling, yeah, that's fine. A good example is the way that Usain Bolt. I remember hearing that this is how he trains, right? So don't call. He may have changed his fucking training regimen. I don't know him personally. Yeah. What he would do is let's say he's doing a gym session. Yeah. if he's going to gas out, he's going to lower the weights so he finishes the whole session. Yeah. So it's not like he just does all the weights and gives up so early. If he gasses out, he's going to lower his weights and keep on going. You guys do the same. Yeah. If you've done a lot of work, yeah, lower it down and keep on going. Or don't do 100% 24/7 because you won't be able to manage it. Yeah. Play smart, play it consistent. Consistency wins. Yeah. Anyone here who does cold calling is outreach. The best person who does cold calling is a person who calls the most fucking people. There's no comparison. That is just factual. The best cold caller is the one who calls the most. They get the best numbers. Yeah. Like there's no, like, it doesn't matter how good you are. Yeah. As an example, I could be up against, I'm pretty good at cold calling, but I could be up against the best person. I'm going to win. Why? I'm going to have a laptop here, this device here. I'm going to be calling 2 people at the same time, calling 480 people, right? And if they both answer at the same time, I'm going to hang up on one of them, speak to the other, call back that person. Yeah, because numbers wins.
Ismael, just sorry to interrupt. Yes. So you said you have like 2 laptops or just 2 browser windows, or what do you do?
No, you just keep performing the way you're performing. You don't overdo it. Yeah.
Why not? Well,
Do you
if,
have 2 laptops?
if it makes me faster, why wouldn't I do it? That would be
You have
retarded.
2 laptops?
I have 2 screens.
You have a phone, don't you? Set up 2 separate auto dialers. Yes. One running from your phone, one running from your computer. When someone hangs up, like picks up, you hang up the other one. This way you're able to call twice as many people in the exact same time. So you're going from the max capacity of 240 people to 480 people.
So go high level on my phone is what I need, right?
Yes.
But I
And
could
then you-
essentially as well open 2 different windows in Safari, let's say.
Okay, and you're gonna hear them both ring at the fucking same time, and then you're gonna be clicking from one to the other, and the other to one, who answered, who didn't, blah 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 blah. And you've got 2 people who answer and they speak to themselves, and you get confused.
Okay, get it on the phone. Okay. Can you show us how this auto dialing thing works, please?
Yes. Share your screen, guys. Please watch. For those who,
I should share my screen.
yes, open up. Go high level.
Wait, bro.
That up, do you have any like other tips for functioning on less sleep besides just like eating and drinking properly?
How you? I am really not the best. Like, my sleep is very extreme. I'll give you advice, but note that it's very extreme sleep. Yeah. All you have to do is create a very good sleeping environment. Yeah. No lights, and if possible, the second that it's time to wake up, you get like a light machine. You can get machines, like if you can get those curtains that they just automatically open, but just get a light machine that wakes you up. Yeah. Okay, Alexander, go into automations on the left side.
Automations. On the left. Where's automation? There we go. Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah. Press create workflow. Start from scratch. Press the plus button. Type in manual call.
Oh,
Not the trigger, but action.
Oh yeah.
but what?
Press X.
Yes.
Top right, press X.
I pressed X. Oh, this. Yes. Okay.
Press the plus button. You type in manual. There you go, manual call. Save. Change the name to auto dialer and put the date so you remember.
Why do I change your name? Yeah.
So as I said, guys, remember you guys are stupid cavemen, not smart cavemen.
Bro.
At the fucking top where the fucking title is, it says new workflow, change it.
Oops. Yeah. Okay, got it. So this is okay. Okay. Yes.
Auto dialer.
Yes.
Yeah. Press save on the bottom right.
Save trigger. Looks like you missed on also.
Press X. Just press X in the top right. Yeah, press publish. Turn it on. Press save.
Okay.
Now, guys, typically it doesn't take that long, but it was that simple.
And now I go to
Now go back. Go to contacts.
contacts. Okay, contacts.
Contacts. Select all your contacts. Yep. Fuck me. Yeah, press the robot. There's a robot icon. Yeah, good. Okay, proceed. Campaign. Plus. Put ... as the action. Add to campaign.
Do I have to change this every day? Or
No, because you've got 23,000 here.
okay. Okay, good.
Yeah. Now go to conversations. Go to manual actions. Yeah, it's just loading. So just refresh. Select campaign workflow because it's not loaded up. On the right side. Yeah. Click. Okay. The reason it hasn't loaded is he has 23,000 contacts that he's trying to put into an auto dialer. Yeah. Once you import them, it's going to say let's start. You press let's start on the top right.
But will it go through all? Because look, I'm going from city to city, right? So
No, you have to make separate ones for each one because you've got a different number. Yep. So each city is going to need its own auto dialer, and you need to change the phone number each time you contact each city.
why do you need to change your phone number?
Because you're going to have a higher pickup rate if the phone number is from their city.
But I cannot always get the phone number from the city, right? I can get like an 866 one or 888, right?
You can get from every single state. You can get phone numbers.
Okay. So now, so essentially, I just go through everything and it runs it automatically. But there's no point because you got some lawyers in there as well, so I will need to resort this essentially. Yes.
Very wonderful. Cool, guys. I have a meeting now. Kian, do you want to answer all the final questions?
I'll answer the final questions. Who has final
Guys,
questions?
it's been so exciting. I've loved this call. I look forward to speaking to all of you again tomorrow. Yeah, most beautiful thing ever. Yeah. Oh fuck! Can't end the call.
Who has final questions? Kenny?
Can we have the recording of the calls from last week? I know you
Maybe.
mentioned you're working.
Alexander, my friend.
Yes, Kian, can you actually give some advice on how to get in like more volume quicker in terms of just not just hustling, but working smart as well, you know?
Cigarettes, coffee, don't sleep, don't eat.
Oh,
Have
that's
everything you need by your desk.
okay.
Literally, like, if you saw my calendar, you would notice there's no breaks, there's no dinner time, there's no sleeping, there's no reading a book or meditation. I go from one call to the next, to the next, to the next. From when I start to when I end, I'm constantly in calls. I work until I sleep, then I wake up to work some more. At some point, I'll find time to shower. I order most of my food
So how many hours do you work a day?
from close. Many occasions, it's been 24. You cut everything else out your life.
Okay.
That's how you maximize productivity. It's pretty fucking simple. Just do nothing but work.
Okay. Thanks.
Not recommended, but yeah. Okay, who else has a hand raised? Leo.
How do you hold it consistent? Like how? Like after 2 weeks you have a burnout, and then
What the fuck do you mean after 2 weeks you be burnt out?
how can you work 24 hours?
Because I enjoy my work. It's rewarding. I make money. I add value to people's lives. I work with good people. I find my work more rewarding than whatever the fuck I'd be doing else. Like, what else would I be doing? There's a couple things I enjoy, and I will do them periodically. I enjoy going to nice restaurants. I'll go to a nice restaurant. Nice. What the fuck else am I gonna do in a break? And 1 hour fucking lunch break. What am I gonna do? Watch Netflix. Is that enjoyable, or is making money enjoyable? Seeing the balance in my bank account go up, know that I've added value to someone's life or their business.
Okay.
Why would I need to stop?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Jason, Elon, I apologize.
I do want to just ask if we do have any email copy, can we send it to you guys so you can kind of go through it to see how shit it is?
Yes, we'd love to go through it in our sessions. Don't worry. We will
Okay.
destroy it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any of you? Mason, Eagle, Jorge? Well, fuck off. Do your work.